Hello everybody, my name is Ace. Welcome back to the T0 to T6 Abyss series. In real life, it's actually been a long time since I last played EVE Online, so I might be a little bit rusty here. I've been travelling and I've been away for quite a while. So we're going to go here and look for some extraction nodes and see if we do not get popped. This was the pretty easy wave, the Reactive wave, so it shouldn't be much issues at all. The Bioadaptive is 30 kilometers away. This is 90. This is 60. We'll head towards these ones that are far away, these extraction nodes. I can already tell how I'm not used to this. I'm just taking forever deciding what to shoot. Usually I'll be really just instantly being able to decide what to shoot. But now it's just like the muscle memory goes away directly. And that's a big thing about the Abyss. Muscle memory is everything here, actually. You can... many times when people die, it could be that they were too slow to do a decision. It could be like, for many things, it could be that your fit was not good enough. It could be that you did some bad piloting errors, but I find that in my experience a big reason for piloting errors is that things could have been done but they weren't done fast enough, and that's something that is helped a lot by having a good muscle memory. Okay, this guy needs to go down, this extraction node. Oh, that the Acolyte also almost went down. Okay, we can go for that. That's good. And then we'll go for this extraction cache over here. That Rodiva is almost dead, but he managed to get out of range. Let's see if we can take out that Bioadaptive. Good. Okay, and we'll go for this Rodiva, and we'll place the MTU right next to the gate so that everything is pulled into range. So that'll be great. How far is this away? We could actually deploy the MTU now. There we go, and now I can make our way towards the extraction node over here. Okay, how much ISK do we have? We have 237 million, so we should probably consider selling our loot, actually, because I've got a lot of loot stacked up. I think I've got 300 million, more towards 300 million, I believe. And something that we were doing last time is that we were also focusing a lot on the product discovery to be able to get some extra side ISK, since there's a lot of dead time like now, where it's a really dead easy wave, so we don't have to think too much. It's more just destroying stuff as quick as possible. And when the stuff is just like very brain dead like it is right now, we could always just go and do some product discovery in the meantime, since it's not a particularly difficult wave. And eventually, if we get enough levels, we'll be able to get those really good rewards. The Enforcer Blueprint. I don't think we'll ever get it, because you have to have a really high level. I believe it's 150. Very high either way. Okay. Can we use Conflag at this range? No, I don't think we can. What skills have I got training? I've got a lot of skills training, I believe. Do I have any skill points? Because I actually... You know what I did? I got a message, an email message, saying that like my skill points are about to run out on my character here. It said like that there were some in the redeem queue. My guessing is I got them from some winter event or something, and I forgot to claim them. But oh, that was not so good loot. I can wait on the last one. But it was saying that, oh, you reminder, you've got skill points to claim. But then I saw the email notification 5 days after, and it was like only 2 days left until they expired. So unfortunately I've lost some skill points, but it doesn't seem to matter too much. I do not need this bundle here. Okay, can we put the multi-frequency? There we go, take him out. Go for this blast lance. Great. Okay, so now we've grabbed everything. 7 million. That was only 1 million from that cache we were waiting for, so not so much. We can go and send in some more product discovery slides while we wait for that blast lance to be destroyed. I should probably move this inventory out of the way. Destroyed. Okay, we'll go into the next room. We're making good time. Yes, 5 minutes. That's a good one. Okay, good, easy wave here. One thing we want to be sure to do is to shoot fast, because these guys get exponentially more difficult the longer time you give them to remote repair each other. Let's go for the Leshaks with Scorch. We'll be able to do some tiny amounts of damage from long range before we get in close. It would be nice to take out the blinders, because they're causing us to not be able to lock up everything properly. But I also want to destroy that cache over there. Ah, never mind, we'll skip that one. We'll go for this one instead. Can't lock up anything, actually. We'll focus a bit more on the room rather than the product discovery for the time being. Let's go to the transfer conduit and find these guys. The Zealot is pretty slow. It's one brick of a ship. So even though it feels like these are like battleships, we should be able to catch up to them very quickly. That's not the case. We've only got a slight velocity advantage over them, 200 meters a second. Otherwise, I mean, with 600, it's not a big difference. So we're slowly creeping our way towards them. Let's deploy the MTU. Good. Go for this one here. We can also deploy our drones, actually. That'll help a lot to get some extra side DPS on these guys, since it's hard to get full damage, I feel, with the Scorch. And this is taking a bit longer than I would have liked, because it takes a bit of time for the Zealot to get in close and do damage. If it was a Gila, it would be a lot quicker, because then you could just deploy drones and destroy them straight away. It does also take time for drones to approach, but I don't find it to be as long as it takes for the Zealot to approach. But on the other hand, the Zealot is able to hit directly when you're in like 30-40 kilometers with Scorch. But it's not as much damage as the drone, so it's a little bit plus or minus here and there. Okay, these guys taking damage from something. I'm not sure what though, because they're all taking damage, so it looks a lot like the way a Deviant Automata Suppressor would deal damage, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, there is one that these blinding Leshak seems to be. Oh, we should be close, actually. We should definitely be closer. They're like remote repairing each other. We can actually go for this spark needle. There we go, good. And then we'll go for this blinder now. I think we're just getting grazing shots. Yeah, grazing shots. That's hardly doing any damage. I think grazing shots are just a very small fraction of the full damage potential, like 10% or something like that. There we go. We'll go for this one. Now here would actually be a good opportunity to take out the rogue drone frigates, because they're in not too far range and not too close range to be able to insta-pop them almost. So we'll go towards these guys here. Let's go for the blinder, because he's going to be causing the most amount of problems. Do we get hit shots? Yeah, we do get hit shots, and even it seems like all the caches have even been pulled in and still I've not taken out the Leshak wave. That's a bit embarrassing, because this wave is usually a very short wave. Okay, Scorch please. Take out that spark needle. Great, and now I'll go for this blinder. Come on, take him out please. The armor of the Leshaks is actually really thick. Even though they start with no armor, but when they remote repair, you'll find them to be very tanky. It's just their structure that is very weak, actually. Oh, now we're going too far away to get grazing shots. That's a bit frustrating. Come on, can you please take out these Leshaks? Then we have to also go to this mobile. Yeah, okay, good. Finally. Return drones, please. And let's see what kind of bad loot we've got. 7 million was not particularly nice, considering that we had a lot of extraction nodes in the previous room. Let's go a little bit to the side here. Because you have to go above this, you can't go through the gate, unfortunately. And when you've got a really slow brick of a ship, that is even more difficult to maneuver. Okay, let's go to the MTU. Please be something good. I want to see something good in here. Oh, I was thinking it said nothing. So what? Well, okay, 12 million. It was not that much, but it was at least something. I mean, if you were to get that 3 times in a row, you would end up with over 30 million. I think that's okay. Even though the majority of the time I find these T4 sites to give less than 30 million, I still feel like 30 million to me feels like the sort of minimum. It was my old minimum that I had, that I was satisfied with when I did T4s. Because back in the day, or not back in the day, but I mean when it comes to like year 2019, I believe, the T4s and all Abyss sites I found gave a little bit more loot. I think the higher tiers and Frigate Abyss have sunken the value of certain components, or that they just are more prevalent overall in the market or that the drop rates have been changed, but I found that T4 Abyss was a bit more profitable. And I usually had a mark of like, 30 million, that is a good one. That I'll satisfy. It was not often I would not get that. Okay, let's take out these wardens. These are a bit annoying for webbing purposes. Take out this one and take out this one. And deploy drones. Oh, and even automatic suppressor. We want to keep out of that thing's reach, especially when it's a short range one. We'll go for the... Okay, we can't shoot the escorts, unfortunately. Shall we? Okay, the modulars are out of charges. I think Scorch is starting to deplete in terms of its ammo capacity. But I think we did actually restock some of it not so long ago, so it could be just that one of the crystals burnt out. Okay, so there is one over there. We'll go to the bioadaptive cache here. And we have also an extraction subnode over there. We'll go towards the bioadaptive cache where we can deploy the MTU. Let's grab this bioadaptive cache. And we're getting some grazing shots on that Lucid Escort, I think, because we're going a bit perpendicular to him. So tracking is not that optimal. That's good though, we only got 2 Lucid Deep Watches. I don't think you can get more in a T4, maybe 3. No, 3 is I think T5 and 4 is I believe T6, because T6 is the quad Deep Watch wave, yeah. That can be really annoying. Let's grab this. We didn't even need to grab it. We can actually go directly towards here. Oof, the bioadaptive cache is really not that good. No, did you see that? T3 Firestorm filament. Very rarely we get filament, let alone T4 and up filament. To me, it sometimes just feels hopeless getting good loot from these sites. Let's go and deploy the MTU here. And then we'll orbit here at 500 on the MTU. 70 kilometers away, that thing is. Now we could actually just stay here and destroy them. Or we could also go to this extraction node and pop it actually. We might try to do that, see if we can do that. Where's our drone control range? Because our drone control range is, I think, pretty good, though we've trained some skills. Our drone control range is 60 kilometers. Oh, that's really nice. So we can actually have our drones just take out that guy. See if we can have these drones go over here. 65 kilometers. I forgot about that because I think we've trained some skills that increase our drone control range. So these guys are going to be really potent at actually going and popping some extraction nodes. And it's great that the Zealot is majority of its DPS is in the gun. So then we can sort of still do maximum damage without sacrificing a lot by deploying these drones. The only problem is that say there's even automatic suppressors that I've not seen, then it's not going to be a good time because then they're going to get annihilated when they're so far away. It's going to be hard for them to get out of range, but I think if I do notice in time, I can just always redeploy them or like recall them. Then they should be able to survive. That's good. We were able to take out that extraction node very smoothly with the drones, and they were really fast as well. They just zoomed into our ship. Let's go and web this guy. Abyssal loot is, I believe it is, 20 million, something like that. I have to wait a little bit on this Lucid Deep Watcher here, but it's alright. We can go and do some product discovery in the meantime. And we can check what kind of loot drops we get from the higher tier levels. I think that the blueprints are the only thing of value you can get from these, but the skins actually, I think that the skins also do have some value in them. These clothes, I don't think they're too valuable. I actually tried selling one of these clothes before, not these ones, but I think these ones here. And I sort of got scammed because it was an exchange for like a station or something. Well, I tried buying these kind of clothes and it was in a station that I couldn't access. Okay, the Marshal here is... Okay, that is level 500. Enforcer is level 150. It's going to take a good proper time for that. Let's grab this loot here. How much do we have in total? 25 million. 25 million for a full clear. It's not that great. It can obviously be a lot better, but it's something. And here the main thing was to just get a bit less rusty. And I felt like that after a bit of time. in this T4 site, because I've not been playing E for quite a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.